Is this a big deal, or is the world just overreacting like usual? We'll talk about it right now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Aloha Friday. Hope all of you guys are doing well wherever you guys may be here on this great planet. My name is Isaiah Leong, and welcome into my channel. Welcome into another video here on my channel. And before we get into it, though, I do want to ask you guys to subscribe to my channel. We are growing and growing and growing as we speak. You guys can also subscribe to my Facebook page on Facebook. There's been a lot of buzz recently about it. There's been a lot of great videos coming out, a lot of great posts coming out. And so there's been a lot of stuff coming out. And so, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. There's a lot of great stuff coming out. We're blowing up everywhere, so make sure you guys tune in. I'm just waiting for the train right now, so I figured, you know what? Let me do a video real quick because there's a lot of stuff going on in the sports world, and I'm waiting, and, I'm anxiously waiting, and I'm all up in arms. So I was like, you know what? Let's get that energy out, and let's go ahead and do a little video right now. We know most people are asleep, so we're good with that. I want to get into the big paparazzi story that everybody is talking about. And that is the Mike Vrabel, Dianna Russini story that has completely taken the world by storm. And if you haven't been following, if you are living under a rock, what happened is that Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel spotted at a hotel in Arizona, Sedona, I believe, in Arizona, before the NFL owners meetings that happened a couple of weeks ago. And they were spotted by paparazzi, sharing a hug, at the pool together, like just those two together. And now it's turned into like a big drama show where everybody's talking about it. Dianna Russini's getting probed by the New York Times and the Athletic now. Potentially could lose her job over it. Everybody's like, are they screwing around? Are they going behind their spouses' backs and things like that? My thoughts on this whole situation. And by the way, we got a poll up here on YouTube. I believe we got a poll up right there. Is the Dianna Russini, Mike Vrabel situation really that big of a deal? Go ahead and vote on the poll. I want to know what you guys think. My answer to this is no, it's not a big deal at all. People, you guys got to stop overreacting to this nonsense. I know that football season is still like several months away, but you guys gotta stop overreacting. Who cares what do these people, Dianna Russini, an NFL insider, and Mike Vrabel, who cares what do they do? They're not committing any serious crimes. It's their own personal business. And people are talking about, journalistic integrity. It's journalistic integrity. She's fooling around with an NFL head coach. Who cares? It's her own personal business. Who cares if Dianna Russini's cheating on her husband with Mike Vrabel? Who cares if Mike Vrabel is cheating on his wife with Dianna Russini? It's their own private personal business. And here's the thing. I'm not condoning cheating on your husband or your wife. I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying it's not my business or your business to to get into this and like break down what they're doing. Like, I think what the Athletic is doing, probing Dianna Russini about this, it's absolutely ridiculous. See, this is why I hate the fact that we live in this cancel culture nonsense, that if you just like, everybody gets so up in these celebrities businesses, like the Kardashians, right? Everybody is so involved that we end up turning people's lives and end up screwing with them. It's like, who cares, dude? Dianna Russini can go ahead and mess around with Mike Vrabel. I couldn't care less. Like, go ahead, do whatever you want to do. It's your life. I live my life. You live your life. Simple as that. Like, you're a great reporter, right? She gets news. Simple as that. She's not committing any crime. It's not like, you know, she's committing some heinous crime or he's committing some heinous crime. The fact that the Athletic needs to investigate her for this, it's like, so what? It's her private, personal business. It's her private, personal business. That's what this is. I don't want to hear anything about journalistic integrity. This ain't princess themed tea party stuff. Like, come on, people, stop being so damn soft. It's her own private, personal business. It's his private, personal business. Who cares what the heck that they do? And, you know, I put this, you know, we have a poll out there right now. I don't know if this poll is working or I don't know. We haven't got any voters right now. But this Dianna Russini, Mike Vrabel situation, it's just people overreacting to stuff. People love the paparazzi and things like that. There's no reason why Dianna Russini should potentially lose her job because she's messing around with Mike Vrabel. Like, she's not doing it. She's not on company time. She's outside of work. She's got her own room at the hotel. Like, if she was doing this at the NFL, if they were caught doing it at the NFL's owners meeting, absolutely, both of them should be punished. That's what I'm saying. I'll make that loud and clear. If they were doing this inside the building where they were having the NFL owners meeting, like both of them were skipping the owners meetings and Dianna Russini was covering it up, Mike Vrabel was doing it during the owners meetings, absolutely they should be punished, because you shouldn't be doing that on company time and company business. But when you're outside of company business, when the meetings haven't even started, when this ain't even the meetings, you shouldn't get punished whatsoever. And that's my thoughts on it. You should not get punished. I feel bad for Dianna Russini that she could potentially lose her job just because everybody thinks that she's violating something called journalistic integrity. You know, people, who cares? Like, it's her personal business. In fact, it might be a good thing because guess what? Everybody's like, oh, all the national media is like, oh, her credibility is shot. How is her credibility shot? Because she's screwing around with an NFL head coach. In fact, I think her credibility is more up the roof because she's going to get great valid sources with an NFL head coach. So, by the way, we do have the StreamYard link down below. If you want to chime in, feel free to chime in if you want. Let's see. Callan McClurg is saying, still waiting for the apology video and your green dye, Beth. Why do you have to remind me about that? Like, apology video for what? For what? There's no apology video when the Sharks haven't even been eliminated yet. When they do get eliminated, that's when I will apologize to you. But until then, there is no apology needed because here's the thing. Why would I apologize to you when potentially we can win out? LA and Nashville can lose one or two of their final four games, and guess who will make the playoffs? Us. That's right. So, yeah, I'm not apologizing. And, yeah, the green dye bath, I will tell you this, Callan. It is coming. I will do it probably in the next couple of weeks. It's just too cold right now. It's raining here in the Bay Area. As you can see, the ground is all wet. But yeah, I'll do that probably later on. Um, yeah. So, those are my thoughts on this situation. Um, let's get into the Sharks. Yeah, it's not pretty. Listen. I'm just glad that my boy Callan McClurg, shout out to you, Callan, is going to get his Z's in and he doesn't have to chime in. And this is a football story, so you don't even need to chime in anyways. Um, but anyways, guys, yeah, we have a poll up here. Is this a big deal or not? What do you guys think? Is this a big deal? Is people blowing it out of proportion? Or is this a nothing burger? Give your thoughts on that, please. In the poll, let me know if the poll is working because I don't know if the poll is working. But yeah, that is what we have here. Okay. Let's get into. I do want to say something real quick to y'all, by the way, before we end this show, because I do got to catch this train and get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, just want to say this. If you guys didn't think that I was adopted by Arizona State, well, got a little very interesting gift the other day. So I was just at home, minding my own business, enjoying my weekend. Then all of a sudden, I get this little package. And I'm like, what is this package? What could this package possibly be? I was like, what is this? I don't know. But here's the catch, y'all. Here's the catch. Ladies and gentlemen, the package ended up being a letter from one Michael Crow. And if you don't know who Michael Crow is, oh shit. Hey, Callan's here. First of all, what does that shirt say? That come back on Katrina?
No, it says come back on Catella, where Honda Center's located, where you got your ass kicked last night.
First of all, congratulations on that win.
Hey, where's the apology video? Let's go. I don't really have time for this crap.
Hockey. I'm talking about a football topic which you know nothing about.
Yeah, but who works in the industry of sports media, sir?
You do? For 25 plus years?
That's me being in hockey for 25 years.
But, well, first of all, Callan, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here for a little bit.
I don't care. Where is the apology? I don't really care about this crap. Let's go.
What apology? We're still
Did you not like watch the 2-minute video I sent yesterday with me and my fake, e-vape last night?
Yeah, your asthma inhaler.
I don't have asthma. It's a thing for me to do before I start doing announcing and voice work, sir.
It looked like a cigar, which was cool.
That's not the point. Quit deflecting.
First of all, what apology? We're still in the race.
I'm talking about all the damn insults I've heard all year regarding me, my team, my career, my sport, and that you're so much better than me.
First of all, I've apologized to you in the past already.
But what do you always do? What do you always do?
I am not apologizing.
What do you always do?
I'm not going to apologize to you until we're officially eliminated, which we still could make the playoffs. There's a 2.9%.
Do you think I care about that or what happened last night on Thursday?
Yes, last night was an embarrassment for the Sharks. It was awful. I got to give you guys credit. You guys showed up, unlike my dumbass team, and bounced back, which kudos to you. You guys were the more physical team. We couldn't get the puck out of our zone at any point, which was very shocking to see. made you guys look like the best defensive team in Hall of Hockey, which somehow, some way happened.
Going.
Dolstall was amazing last night. He bounced back from the little slip that he had in when Anaheim went to San Jose. I don't know. Your guys' just defensive pressure was just outstanding all night long. I think that was honestly like, if I had to tell you, Kellen, forget the trolling. The most shocking thing, in my opinion, from last night's game, like, forget the trolling for a sec. It was
the fact that you called a 37-year-old Stanley Cup winning defenseman a bum for scoring a hat trick last night.
Yes. But also, I was shocked at the defensive pressure that you guys put on us all night. And I think that was very shocking for the Sharks because I know they didn't expect that because it just looked like they were shell shocked seeing that all night long. And, the puck was mostly in our zone. You guys put excellent pressure on us all night. I think that was like the biggest thing was like, when I watched the game, the Sharks versus the Ducks in San Jose, it was a total opposite. So I don't know what Quenneville did to what kind of game plan he put in, but I got to give Quenneville a lot of credit. The way that you guys just pressured us nonstop pressure all night long, like, was something that, I got to tip my cap to because the Sharks are young. We have one of the worst defenses in the league, but our offense is our bread and butter. Like, our offense, our ability to skate up and down the ice.
And guess what? You're not going very far with one guy having all the points either, buddy.
Well, I know. I don't expect us to do anything in the first round if we make it. Like, we're going to get swept.
The guy who said with Michael Misa in the fold, I expect to go to the playoffs.
Playoffs, yes, but not winning the first round. I'm not that delusional, Callan, to think that like we're gonna beat the Avs or beat Vegas or
Sure
Edmonton. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. But yes, I do got to give you guys a lot of credit. The defensive pressure that you guys put on us all night long yesterday was something that I was shocked by. I didn't think you guys could do it. I was completely floored by that. Yeah, I mean, you guys probably ended our season. Still trying to keep some hope up, but last night was just a reminder that you guys are definitely a year older and a year better than us. And I don't know who you guys are going to play in the playoffs, but if you guys can play defense like that, the way you played last night, you guys will be a tough out.
Playoff odds. Anaheim, 97%. Guppy Puppies, 3%.
I thought it was 2.7.
3%.
Yeah. That's what sucks about this whole last night was had we won the game last night.
It was great. It was amazing. It was incredible.
It sucks that after everything that
it just shows who the actual person in hockey and hockey fan is. It's the hockey gods punishing you for all the crap you put me through for the last 2 years.
By the way, for all those people that are watching on YouTube, is this poll even working? Like, this is like, I guess, a new feature that
No, because the only person watching is on here now to roast you about your hockey team and your knowledge. And you always trolling me about me being in the sport for 25 years and it's white privilege.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think this poll is working. Taking this down. But since I have you here, and since you are in the media industry, which I'll give you,
you better.
Well, yeah.
Do you have all those right there on a damn wall? I don't think so.
I gave you credit.
Yeah, but you're going to turn right around and stab me in the back when this is over with, like you always.
No, I won't. But anyways, serious talk, Callan. is this Dianna Russini, Mike Vrabel situation that big of a deal? Like everybody's making it out to be, and she's getting investigated now and things and that.
No,
What's the
I think it's just proper protocol because I don't think we've ever seen anything of this magnitude ever happen, honestly, where there's been something along these lines where this is I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but nothing along the lines of where we're at though, with how what I was led to believe though, all these photos have been like messed with. They've been cropped, they've been fiddled, they've been misleading is what I was like the big headline I was reading. And I think it's just more of a thing of like, hey, the company's got to do due diligence to make sure that, there's nothing more that comes out of it and whatnot. So I think it's just, the whole probing thing or whatever is just more of like, this is when you get HR involved with any company that you work for, that you have to at least go through the proper channels. But I've been led to believe that it's not much of anything too out of the ordinary, as I have kind of said on my own podcast last Wednesday or this past Wednesday, that what I've been led to believe again is that this has been kind of misguided, kind of misleading. There's been, a lot of talk that I recall hearing that the photos were cropped to not show the full group of people and that they were just zoning in on Vrabel and Dianna and that it wasn't really, made out as you were kind of alluding to, though, when it's come to what is, I just kind of feel like, though, it's like just proper protocol about, hey, what actually happened. Now, the fact, though, that the photos have been like shipped, like they've been sold off to, other outlets have gotten a hold of them, like TMZ per the FOS story. I mean, it's troubling. I don't think I've recalled this happening. I made the very weird comparison, though, on my show on Wednesday, kind of saying that, the last time I heard about paparazzi getting involved, it resulted in the death of a couple of people in 1997. So I'm out to believe it's not much of anything. And I know that people, and I was even like a little like, okay, this is a little bit, off basis because as you would not know, Isaiah, when you have one of those, you cannot be seeking personal gain of photographs and autographs and personal time with the coach, the player, or whatnot. But I mean, if they're friends, then that's obviously a different story. But I'm more of the belief that the whole thing's kind of been mishandled. I'm really leaning more towards that the photos have been doctored in some capacity, but who really knows? We won't really know until the whole investigation's actually done.
It's honestly like blown so much that like, and I wasn't even gonna talk about it because I don't talk about TMZ stuff like this.
I've never trusted them until when they fumbled, or they didn't fumble, but them being the first group to announce Kobe's death, that's been a right with me.
That's why I didn't even believe that to begin with. Because
I told friends of mine tell me the same thing. Like, are we going to believe this? I'm like, I'm not believing shit until ESPN confirms it or the Lakers confirm it.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I mean, I'm out to believe it's harmless, but again, who knows?
But like, and also the thing is, like, my whole thing is like, let's say this actually is real. Like, who really cares? Because it's two grown adults.
Yeah, but then Isaiah, you're entering the conflict of interest, though, about are you only there because of your job or are you there because of marital affairs or something more out of control? That's where, again, that line gets blurred that you don't know about, that you may have a credential, but again, you're not allowed to go into the personal details of photographs, autographs, even relationships of that matter, as it's usually found upon in a lot of organizations.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So there is a problem with it, with your logic, sadly, because of that.
But losing a job because of this, like, I think that would be if she were to lose her job because of this, and like I said, this is just speculation because they're still doing the investigation. But I think that's too much. Like, I mean,
I don't think she'll lose her job. I think she'll probably get reprimanded in some capacity, like, you can't cover the Patriots anymore, which would be stupid because she's the lead NFL insider for The Athletic. But I don't really think a whole lot's going to come out of it, if I'm honest. And if there is, though, I might be genuinely surprised. And then I'll be like, okay, I think we overstepped our boundaries a little bit. But once more, I'm of the belief you got to let this play out, and we can't be jumping to conclusions.
Well, now you have like I don't know you follow like if you are on X too much, but you know me, I'm on X all the time. It's one of the top apps on my phone. You got people investigating like who was it that actually hired those or like did one of those people's spouses hire a PI or whatever and stuff like that. Honestly, Callan, it's getting to the point where I could see a movie being shot out of this. I
Nah,
really could.
they're not gonna. No, they're not gonna go that far.
But yeah, this is just a crazy thing. It's one of the craziest sports stories that I think I've ever seen because you never really seen a coach and a insider taking a photo together and this just blown out of proportion like this. Um, but yeah, what do you guys think? Comment in the poll. I don't know if the poll is working. I doubt it. I don't know, Callan, when you were watching on YouTube, I don't know if you saw a poll up there.
I did. It's you have to type 1 or 2 for yes or no. That's how it works.
Oh, there you go. But you guys can catch Callan. I'll probably be talking about it more on his sports media show. Who knows if more of this breaks coming up. But yeah, I think that should do it for tonight. Don't worry, I won't be, Callan, you won't be seeing any more of anything more from me for the rest of the night. Other than me parading around my validation letter from Arizona State.
You are not even a alumni. The note didn't even say that you were, and you can't even do the damn hand signal right, sir. Stop.
It's like this.
No, it's not.
What's up?
It's not how you do it, Isaiah.
I know this is Hook 'em Horn, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is Forks Up, you Nimrod.
Also to the people out there, you know who you are. Quit hating on my boy Wyatt Langford. You know who you guys are.
Did they win the game?
What?
Did they win the game?
Why you gotta bring that ending up?
Did they win the game?
No, they got walked off by Max Muncy.
Did the Lally Padres win? Yes, they did. Walk-off home.
By the way,
again.
I got to talk to you about this. I got to confront you about this. The Padres uniforms and the Rangers uniforms. I'm not just saying on the Padres. They absolutely suck. Those City Connects are one of the most
Isaiah,
awful.
if you actually knew what the Padres did for their City Connects, you'd actually understand.
Yeah, you look like the Giants, pretty much.
Isaiah, it's a navy blue and orange to honor the 98 team that went to the World Series, and it's all inspired by Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead.
That's good to know. The Rangers one, don't even get me started. I mean, we all
everything
wanted
about the Rangers sucks. There you go.
Tejas. That's what our or Tejas, whatever that's our uniform. But anyway,
that's not how it's pronounced.
Why do you? Oh my gosh,
Tejas.
Yes, the red ones. We wanted the red ones, but not those red ones. We wanted the regular Ranger red ones to come back.
Well, welcome to City Connect 2.0.
I honestly rather have, speaking of the Rangers ones, I rather have the ones they've been wearing the last 2 years because those actually look kind of cool. These ones is like,
Yeah, but every team's going to be getting a new one eventually to keep merchandise sales up.
Give us back our baby blues. That's what we like. We like our baby blues.
The new City Connects in San Diego are fine. We sold $1 million worth of it on Thursday. We're fine.
And speaking of the Padres, I've been playing a lot of MLB The Show recently.
And the Padres have beaten you 35-2 on 3 separate occasions because you can't.
Hey, I walked you guys off with Alex Rodriguez. Come on.
Congratulations. It's a video game.
But I mean, those Padre uniforms in that game with the navy blue and the white, that is exactly what the Padres need to switch to. I'm sorry. I hate the crap.
No, we're
Bring
not
back
going
the
to.
Matt Latos days, like I said before.
No, we're not going back to losing 155,000 games a year and looking like the Dodgers. Thank you very much.
But anyways, guys, it's been a great show. You guys can catch Callan's Between the Lines or Between the World. I think that's what your audio podcast. That's what I'm talking about. Your audio podcast on the Empty the Bench podcast network. Between the lines or whatever it's
That's
called.
not the name of it, you moron.
What is it called?
There's two of them, you freaking dingus.
Mr. Small Market. That's one of them.
That's not that's the Substack name, you idiot.
Hey, I got that correct though. I did get that correct.
You criticize my writing and my audio form podcast too. Like what else do I have to do?
What's the name of your podcast? Shout it out to the world.
You can find me on Press Row, the ETB Lounge, and then ETB Small Market Edition and Benchmarks.
Benchmarks. That was the name, not Between the Lines. But anyways, guys, it's been a great show. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. And
yeah, the only person who tuned in is right here. So there you go.
Yeah. Hopefully the Sharks make the playoffs, keeping the hopes up, until they kill us. We're not dead yet. So we're going to keep the hopes up.
You're already dead. So
Well,
there you go.
We play the Canucks tomorrow night or later on tonight. But anyways, it's been a great show. I got to catch the train and get out of here. But I will see y'all later, and we will see you guys or catch you guys later on. Have a great night, everybody.